exciting round one official Cabalvision Champion Cup match. Rottingham Forest, the Nurgle team, representing and hosting the human team, Tasty Tacos for You. My name is Serious Jest. My co-announcer here in the booth is ReznorRulesYou. You have just witnessed the kickoff of the match. Rottingham Forest, because of the brilliant coaching of their coach Mellow Gold, gets an extra reroll this half. That's what hard training and hard practice gets you in the booth. This match is live. We're a little behind though the live actual action, and I'm going to catch us up with a little speed announcing. As you know, when we watch it through the Cabalvision satellite, aka the crystal ball can move back in time and then speedily just kind of go through the actions without us having to worry about while the coaches draw up the plans on the sketchboard to get them to the teams. And we have our first armor break of the match. We see a left hook from, and Hoffenmeister is stunned from that left hook. Chaos running into place. Little beast action, beast of Nurgle, laying the nasty chop. Oh, that's a nasty tongue attack on Yeoman Smutzer, who is stunned. A failed pickup from a Rotter.
Oh man!
Yikes! And we are coming into. No, we're still not live. We're still not live. So that's the top of turn one.
There's a meter in the bottom left on the Cabal. It shows you we're about halfway or so.
Right. Oh, you're watching off my Twitch?
No, I've got it. Well, I've got your Twitch up, but I've got the Cabal up too.
Oh, okay. Cool. So we're bottom of turn one right now. Humans responding. We've got Stephen Fentleberry not able to knock down. Damn, that is a sturdy Nurgle warrior right there, the Fleecer.
I mean, I'm sure you've looked through the teams as well as I have, and this Nurgle team is terrifying.
No joke.
And we've all talked about it. The human team, very, very light on experience. They have played 9 games. They went 5-0-4. The doomed dorks disappeared before the cup started, and then were replaced by some strange, hairy, shirtless men. And now we've got Jasper's team. They've played 9 matches. Rottingham Forest has been through 42.
Wow. Yeah, you can see the difference in the team builds right here, and it's making a hell of a difference already. There's the pylon. Ooh, nasty elbow from the goat, from the beast man, and Gunther Sidrick is stunned. And luckily for the humans, I mean, they're really taking it on the chin. Only stuns even after the armor break. So. Oh
well, we didn't see. I mean, there was tons of inducements. Not
oh, that's
sure.
right. All right, let me see what I can.
Okay,
pull
I
up
see.
Here.
Oh yeah, we've got Zug on the pitch. We've got Griff on the pitch.
Oh wow. Zug and Griff for the humans. It looks like a wizard as well. So, yeah.
No extra apothecary, but I imagine maybe some babes.
Probably. We'll be able to tell at the next kickoff because of.
Well, the great thing for the human team, when you take those star players, I mean, even if they get knocked out of the game, it's giving you a bench you didn't have before. They're coming in with a 3-player bench right now. Right. And they're probably going to need it, although they're holding up really well.
Absolutely. By now, a lot of teams playing this team have experienced what it's like to see your teammate get carted off the field for permanence. A little loose cage on the side of the Nurgle.
Yeah, you see Mellow's got the Nurgle Warriors built. Yeah, you've got your killer piece. Oh!
That's the first injury. There you go, and you see Yeoman Smutzer go off the pitch. He's only Agi 2 lineman, nothing real special. He's a level 1 Agi 2 lineman, yeah, so that guy's like what they call expendable.
That's not even the Mighty Blow guy, so that's you're hoping if he has to do that, he's got to take himself to the ground with the piling on or something.
Right. And the humans are going to respond here. We are almost caught up. It's the bottom of turn 3. This is almost
Well, the
live
humans
action.
are going to try to hang back, I think. They're going to try to take their hits here. They've got their ogre.
Doing work.
A big hit by Scrag Immense.
Yeah, I like that name.
Who is a block ogre.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the humans have some nice players on the team, and when you add 2 stars, I mean, you've got a Dauntless block catcher. There's a Blodger in there. The block ogre. I see a Blitzer who's developed. They've got some tools to win the game. It's just a matter of if they survive.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I've ever described we've really described how difficult it was to find a qualifying human team. This is one of those
well
weird
known
situations.
amongst like the alumni chat, but yeah, I'm not sure. The Doom Dorks, I mean, they were at the top of the standings for a long time, almost all season, and they had a bit of a rough go. All of a sudden, they disappeared. Some strange shirtless men showed up. Oh!
Injury number 2.
And it's not even the Mighty Blow, it's the guard warriors who are inflicting the pain.
They're like, we like to hit too.
Thought you were safe standing next to us. No, no, no.
Yes, I think you're right. I think people looked at the human team that was leading, Demented's human team, and was like, well, that's a lost cause. So I'm not
Demented
gonna
has
bother.
that effect on the standings. He may or may not have chased me off of Wood Elves in Season 2.
Yeah, I remember that. And then, and so then at the end of the season, he decided he took some bad injuries on our team and decided I like my Norse team better. And the humans got deleted. And then we went down the list to the next guy, and it was like, oh, well, I already qualified with, this other team. So then we went to the next guy. He was like, oh, I saw I had no chance, so I just deleted my team. And it just went like that. We couldn't find the qualifying human team in the top 100. At one point, one of the guys that would have qualified literally had, I think it was Andy Siuk, right? He had a 4-0 human team that would have qualified ahead of this team. So, I mean, talk about green. They would have walked in with 4 games under their belt, right? That would have been crazy.
Just vicious.
So, and it worked out because I mean, this is not a bad human team for 9 games.
No, this
played.
team has got the building blocks to be very good. They're 9 games in. I mean, I'm no detriment to Jasper. They're 9 games against a team that's played 42. But in the meantime, right there we had Lord Dorax. He's the Claw Mighty Blow block warrior. He was going up against Scrag. Even went with the Vanity reroll to try and get him down.
No dice. Literally.
Did not work out for him, but it did blow up in his face either, so they've still got the ogre pinned down.
True. Because double skulls is a thing.
But this is interesting. I mean, the humans have 2 strength 5 players. They have a strength 4 player. If they can, again, it's all about if they can get away from this line of scrimmage on the opening drive.
For a 9-game team, this is a really good human team.
Yeah. The more I look at them, the more I'm impressed. Oh, and Scrag going to work.
He's not having that.
He says, go ahead and stand firm, but you're going to take a quick nap. Yeah, I see it. I mean, you can tell Jasper knows how to build his team. I really like the catcher back there, Dietmar Seppel.
Oh yeah, on the right side, the Dauntless guy.
Yeah. People get very flustered when you keep hitting him with a strength 2 piece. It's like he shouldn't be able to do that.
It's just disrespectful.
That's why it's beautiful. Like, I don't respect your strength and Mighty Blow. I'm gonna hit you anyway. Yeah, you see they're trying to, I mean, that's a big investment they've got. I think Zug is about 260 and Griff is somewhere in the 350, 360 range.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's 500, 600k in inducements, almost all of it, I would imagine. So the Wizard in those 2 was probably everything. I'd be surprised if he has babes.
When people hire Zug, you don't see them sit him back like that, but
no.
With this Nurgle team, you got to respect it. And I'm actually thinking that may be a clever move. I mean, he's leading with some of his people.
I think it's the best move. Why? Yeah, why put him up there and just let the claw shred through his armor? And I mean, he's gonna need Zug to help him punch a hole through the line of scrimmage when it comes time for his drive.
I'm wondering how familiar he is with playing Mello, because he seems to know that this Nurgle team does not look like they're not in a rush to move up field. So this is like
Well, and
savvy.
I wouldn't expect them to be either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really kind of surprised we haven't seen much fouling, but the Nurgle team doesn't have a ton of low-value players. Even even the Rotter has strength 4 block. So it's kind of like, well, why should I use it when I'm in good position right now and risk having a guy sent off? But I only dealt with Mello recently, and we actually had a bit of a dust-up at our first introduction. He spanked, absolutely destroyed my Season 3 Rats, the team that I just played as earlier. I mean, he destroyed them. It was vicious, okay? And he sent me some... Yeah, the 3.0 with my AG5, 2 heads, and everything. I played him normal, and he just beat the snot out of me. And he sent me some messages afterward, like, hey, you probably shouldn't do this, you probably shouldn't do that. And I'm like, hey, man, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I like to play risky. And after that, we were cool. Yeah, we were buddies. He's like, hey, I didn't mean any disrespect. Okay, I see your record now, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, you at least know what's going on. You understand that you're playing like a maniac.
Get that unsolicited advice. Somebody tried to do that to CC. I think it was
CC
Birdie.
doesn't appreciate that.
He's like, go F yourself.
Yeah, my level of
advice.
salt and confrontation when it comes to my Blood Bowl interactions is probably a bit more mild than a lot of other guys.
CC was like, listen, bloke, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm just trying to give you advice to help you. Yeah, I don't need your help. Go fuck yourself.
I still think the story of CC and Thermopalm is part of console history at this point.
Epic.
Absolutely. So right there you see there was I guess he would have had to do a go for it to try it maybe, but he playing it safe, doesn't want to throw the block with the strength 4 Rotter because he doesn't have block, wants to go over and position him. We might see a foul here on the blitzer.
Like you said though, with who?
Who can only guy,
that hurts.
So that's gonna make it a little more. Oh, never mind.
All right.
You have blodge, we don't care. And the guard pieces just continue to go to work.
Problem solved.
I didn't realize that you could take 2 skills with 1 level up, but it appears that Mello has actually found a way to make Guard and Mighty Blow meld into 1 skill. And have it only show up as 1.
That's funny.
I mean, these Nurgle warriors are vicious.
I think what it is that before they came into this match, Mello told them they got tacos. Like, what? Tacos? We want tacos. The Nurgle team loves
tasty.
Tacos. Mm-hmm.
They can't wait to puke them back up in the end zone. And there's the foul from soft tissue injury. That sounds like a player from Thermopalm, actually, doesn't it?
It might be.
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, he could have killed one of those guys that are.
I could swear I remember. I know CC likes to tis but a flesh wound and such, just an AV down, but that sounds like a Thermopalm player.
That's funny.
But
Mello is
clean
all
foul.
about strategy-wise taking your team apart, one player at a time, with a claw plumber. He's got. I know he's got at least one of them here, an actual claw plumber.
The Beast Man,
oh, there he is.
right next to the ball carrier. Yeah.
Yep.
So he's got a Claw Mighty Blow Warrior. Actually, the one. I thought he had 2 warriors with it. Where's the 4th warrior? Oh, he's on the ground. No, okay, so he's got a Claw Mighty Blow Warrior and a Claw Palm Beast Man.
Yep. And that's all he needs, really. Like, what he'll do is surgically strike with the Claw Palmer.
Well, that's what you hear most. If you're Diet Coke Chaos, I suppose. That's what you hear most of them say. You really only need 2 or 3 Claw players, because against a team like the ones I like to run, it's literally bloat.
Yeah. tries to go for the one die
Ouch.
to free himself of the situation. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
He kind of gave him like a feint with the left and came with a cold cock right. Knocks Uglala right on his back. And he said, "Okay, I'm going to try to run free now."
He did the little windmill thing with the left.
Cage thing.
He did a windmill with the left, the backward windmill. Like, you see that? You see that? Whap! And hit him with the right. It's like he didn't learn his lesson, though, because then he just positioned him right back on, 2 spaces away from the sideline. They're just going to get up and pin you against the sideline again.
Well, I mean, the thing is, and we don't know if the humans have babes or not, but really, we're going into the top of turn 6. This is probably the best they could have hoped for. I mean, if you want to be honest.
Yeah,
it's
they
not
lost
ideal,
two like low-value linemen, right? And with the babe, if they have the babes and these 2 knockouts come back, they're chilling.
Yeah, we don't know about that. Even if not, I mean, still 50-50 to get back up. The one thing, and the Beast continuing his just sheer stupidity. Mello was on the sideline screaming at him. I think he just chucked a shoe at him. Sloth the Terrible, living up to his name. Living up to every bit of his name. I think Mello may have some experience with this. It looks like this is not the first Beast of Nurgle that has played for this team. I can't believe that he would only have 5 SPP if he was the first one.
True.
But also the humans, the Tacos, did not pick up their tackle Mighty Blow Blitzer. They left him back, and it really not a bad decision. You stand him up, he's just going to take the Mighty Blow hit, and you see here, they finally have to go up the field. They can't afford to keep messing around, pinning guys on the sideline, playing patty cake with them, looking at windmills. It's time to move the ball.
They've had their fun. It's time to score now.
But I mean, you've got some players back there who can handle the cage. But I'm sure none of them are very excited that Kata Ash, the claw palming tackle Pestigore, is hanging out in the back. They can't really get to him effectively, and he's going to come up and clean up whatever mess is in front of this cage at the end of the next turn.
What Mello likes to do, actually, is use him. He ducks out, he hits somebody, and he ducks back behind cover.
The War Dancer strategy.
Yeah, no, really, honestly, it's really sucks when it's a claw palmer. See, that's why I didn't like him. Oh!
Jugs doesn't help a double skull.
Maybe now he'll have learned his lesson. When there's frenzy players on the pitch, especially guys with horns, do not sit your dude 2 spaces out from the sideline.
And I mean, it's a small victory for the Nurgle team, but again, I really think this is not bad for the humans. You've got the dangerous frenzy guy who can shift the line back, messing around away from the play.
Oh, look at this! Zug decides, okay, enough's enough.
Wow.
Now I'm getting involved.
And wait a minute.
Wow.
He's been building up for this one all half.
Cocking
he says, this is what you paid me for.
That's awesome. He's been limbering up in the backfield while the game's been going on. He finally decides to hit somebody.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he looked over at Hurligatash, the Inquisitor. He gave him the stare down and the point from all the way back in his own zone and just bum rushed him. He tried to warn him. He's looking at him. I warned you. I told you what was going to happen.
What a crappy moment for Scrack Immense to decide to go bonehead.
No.
Starts digging his ear, finds something interesting there, starts looking at his finger. Oh, now he's putting his finger in his mouth, and I guess he likes what he tasted.
No,
now he's putting it back in his ear. Oh.
No,
There's a match going on, Scrag.
Is somebody get that goblin in a thong to change the camera?
Why is the goblin with the camera in a thong?
I only recently noticed that. I also only in the last couple months noticed that the orcs literally don't wear pants, and you can see their asses hanging out whenever they're throwing blocks.
Yep. Yeah, when they pile on, that's his face full of ass.
It says a lot more about those guys running those orc teams, doesn't it?
Yeah. One tribe, huh?
So, yeah, Scrag's been playing pretty well, but he's gonna let the other Nurgle warrior rejoin the play, and the humans are going pretty much full commit. Oh, and Katash is not gonna get down Griff,
Worth the reroll.
and he is oh, and again, Griff is not having his shit. Have you not heard? Do you not know who I am? Some run-of-the-mill claw palmer isn't gonna take me down first try.
The star players so far kind of living up to their reputation.
Well, and give Jasper credit for not just sticking them up on the line and saying, oh, these guys have some strength, maybe they can hang in there.
True.
Because they were never going to hang in there.
I was just going to say that this has been extremely patient defense. I wouldn't like this defense against a lot of other teams, but against this particular team, this is, I think, a really good use of your personnel. He is just, I mean, it's very clear the strategy here is survive until the second half, and then either try to tie it up at that point, or if by some miracle you were able to keep them from scoring, then, just then take the final lead. Now, I will say this.
Definitely.
Whereas what we talked about inducements in the beginning, the humans have a wizard. Let's not forget that. So the Nurgle team is I mean, it's all cool that they've decided to. That is a wizard, right? Yeah,
well,
that's a wizard.
Yeah. What's funny, I actually I see where the rerolls are indented, like the wizard should be there, but it's not showing on like a ball screen. But I see it on your Twitch, so it.
Oh wow!
Definitely.
Well, no, I think I think you actually have to press the up button though to see the wizard. Wait.
No,
you don't.
I see the Apo, but I don't see the wizard.
Okay, yeah, there's the wizard cart, so we know that's the magician shop. So, wait, both sides have one?
The big thing to pay attention to with this Nurgle team, they have an 8 movement Blodge, Sure Hands Pestigore.
Yeah.
As I say, he is still in scoring range where he was, but yeah, he's going to hold out another turn, try to make sure the humans can't score.
Wow, that's a
Sloth the Terrible moved over.
Or was that 2-die block because he's at strength 4? Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2-die.
Who needs Mighty Blow, right? Like, the guy's doing all the damage of the freaking non-Mighty Blow guys. I said they want their tacos.
And meanwhile, the Claw Palmer has kind of not been effective.
How do you think that the Nurgle get those nasty smells coming out of their bodies? They eat a lot of tacos. Really get ramp the flatulence up. I'm wondering if he's dropping a fireball. No, so I guess he's not going to drop the fireball.
I was just going to ask the same, and no, he's going to keep the threat of it and just kind of hedge his bets here. I think he knows there's really not much of a way to stop the score here. Not a reasonable one. You can make him roll dice, but.
I mean, honestly, if he would have dropped that fireball and it would have been really effective, that's you got Hoffenmeister who can jump in there, grab it, and then chuck it downfield.
I think the biggest pain about that, with my game earlier with Pong, I used the fireball purely for the attrition of it, but you're dealing with regen players here. It's much less appealing then. You're dealing with an AV9 and 3 AV8s who all have regen.
No, yeah, but what I'm saying is if you had dropped it there, right, you're hitting 4, and I'm not worried about the attrition. Let's say you knock down 2 or 3 of them, right? That ball becomes something you can grab, especially if you manage to.
I think
the
part of it too. I mean, he's only got the catcher. Like the catcher's really the only player who can move.
Right.
And do anything.
Griff, but Griff's already. Well, Griff wouldn't have been used at the point. Griff could have got over there.
He would have had to throw the. It was just a 1-die for Zug. He had to clear Griff just to get the 2-die for Zug to clear Sloth the Terrible off of him.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, Griff is strength 4, so he's got a much better chance of breaking the tentacles, but.
Yep. Yeah, so I think he's. If the fireball went really well for him, he could have snaked that ball away, thrown it downfield.
Oh. D-Bar's going after Uglala. Fails the Dauntless, tries again, doubles back, and still. Oh, sorry, it's Katash. And Katash just said, no, we're not doing that. We're not playing that game. Rez doesn't know what he's talking about. Dauntless is terrible. And lucky for him that it was just a mild kind of like, let me show you something, son, kind of backhand.
Yeah. You hit him like like a woman with a smart mouth instead of
Five across the eyes.
He didn't even bless him with a man punch. That was just like
that was a
designed
backhand.
to teach him something.
You're not even worth the effort.
And let this be a lesson to you.
Don't let me ever catch you thinking that'll work. No, I like the move there. I mean, you're trying something. There's not a lot of options at this point for the human team. They basically, like we said, they just kind of grinned and took it for the half to see how bad it was going to be. And really, it hasn't been that bad.
No, comparatively, no.
I mean, they've got 4 off. Well, there was at least one. Yeah, there was a surf, so they've got 5 off the pitch. They've got 3 ready to come back on, and 2 who might come back.
Yep.
Now,
and I'm sure Melo,
no
if this was turn 7, Melo would be salivating over the foul opportunities here, but...
Well, and this is the first time the humans have let this many players be in contact that
True.
they had an option.
True.
I mean, the line of scrimmage guys had to be involved.
There goes the claw palmer again being ineffective.
Yeah, Griff is just not having it.
That Fend is a bitch, man. You see, he didn't have the opportunity
Yeah.
to pile on.
Yep.
Like that.
My blodge step guard catcher on SRO, I gave Fend purely for that reason, just
Nice.
to prevent frenzy and piling on. Oh, and Scrag's gonna take a big hit again. The guard mighty blow blend. The mighty guard is really coming through for him.
And scoring turn 8. That's exactly how Melo couldn't have drawn up the results he wanted better other than the attrition, right? There's not as many players as he would have liked.
Yeah, I really don't think Melo's going to be very happy with that drive. Yeah, he did a great job, played it perfect, and got some removals, but I really don't think he's going to be happy with the guys who were taken off.
I mean, to be fair, though,
he was working on some other guys. Oh,
everybody comes back. I want to see the dice rolls on this to see if he's got a babe.
Yeah.
But
he does not.
You know, yeah, all 4+. So no babes involved. That's just pure. The players want to come back and fight.
Now Melo is just steaming because the only players that have been removed are an AG2 lineman and a wrestle lineman. And the humans still have a bench player. Griff is kind of hanging out on the sideline right now like, you didn't pay me for this many drives.
He's like,
we agreed
I've done enough,
2 or
right?
3. This is looking like it might be 4. I think I should get to sit this one out. And Jasper's over there arguing with him. He's waving the contract saying no whole game. Griff's saying no, you talk to my agent.
Yeah, Jasper, he's like, and Griff is like, but, you know, there's kind of a lot of claw out there. Kind of,
I've taken some hits. I don't appreciate it. He poked me in the eye, kicked me in the groin.
My armor has been sullied.
So I don't see a huge one-turner threat, not to mention against Nurgle. It's such a pain to try to get that one-turner because you got to get the ball to a guy on the line of scrimmage, and it's damn near impossible to let that happen against Nurgle.
Absolutely. So you have to wonder, is the human team going to try it and go for it anyway, or are they going to...
And just to take it a step further, for Melo to say, you shall not ever one-turn me. Man, I hope I don't have to deal with this team. He's got the Strength 5 Nurgle Beast in the middle, and then 2 stand firm Nurgle Warriors on either side flanking him to say, you will not push me where I'm not going anywhere. There will be no one-turns.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, your catcher's not going to catch the ball, number 1.
Yeah.
Second, nobody's getting pushed anywhere.
Yeah. So, I mean, looking at this, like, for my team right now, I would have to dodge through. He's got tackle Pestigors covering up the edges, so you would have to go through them to avoid dealing with the tentacles on the beast. You'd have to dodge past the tackle, come the whole way around, do a red dice on the beast to Nurgle with some kind of dauntless to be able to get up to his... Well, it wouldn't even matter. There's guard on either side.
Yep.
You need
I mean, you'd be lucky if it's not a 3-die red block.
Yeah, you need dauntless and at least 3 guard pieces just to be able to push that beast once, and then have fun pushing him 2 or 3 more times.
This is crazy.
That's the only way. Or if you have, if you would happen to have a piece that could get behind the line, and Frenzy, one of the other Strength 4 pieces.
Yep.
And good luck with that one, too.
Yeah.
Although, no, if iPet had Frenzy, if you had a player with, like, Leap, Dauntless, and Frenzy.
That's what you need. Leap, basically.
Yeah. Basically a combo you're never going to put on one player.
Right. Well,
A Beast Dancer could do it.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you see a player develop that combo skills, because if you're going to leap, you don't really want Frenzy, because it's going to put you in a bad spot on the second block usually.
Very true.
I remember Pong Hines, actually, I think it was, had experimented with a Frenzy War Dancer and immediately canceled that idea. He died very quickly, and that was the end of that.
Yikes. Alright, there goes the ball kicked off. Oh, and that is
wow.
And that helps the humans. We are potentially back in business. In the hands of the catcher, too.
Rustia.
Oh, see, and remember, he's not, so this is where Jasper's playing it fast and loose. Because, as we know, you know, 2 turns left. You don't want to screw around with these line blocks, especially with the Ogre that doesn't get reroll. You want to get receivers down the field.
Well, yeah.
You can argue that Nurgle got the disturbing presence.
He's
I mean, you
not
just air it out
set
over
up
the
to be able to score here, though. He needs to get a catcher in range, and he's got to move max distance to be able to do that.
Yep. I mean, well, he's got people that he can run downfield. It doesn't have to be a catcher.
The blitzers can try to get into range, but I don't think this is a great scoring opportunity, despite being kind of handed a good opportunity. It's going to be tough.
You gotta try, though.
I would definitely try to pick on somebody and try to get him out of the game. I think he's going to have to go after... that's what's even more brutal, is the Nurgle team is running two players on the bench, 2 unskilled Rotters who are on there now. So yeah, go ahead. Go take out one of the Rotters. We're bringing back the good Pestigores next half.
Right.
The Movement 8 and the Claw Palm are both off the pitch right now.
Is he going to do that? He's going to go for the...
Yeah, I think he's going to try to take out a Rotter.
Yeah, but then he's not going to get anywhere.
Get him down.
Jeez. All right, so it doesn't even look like he's making an attempt for turn. He's going to hold on to this ball.
No. I really think it was... You talk about it with the Trojan Blitz, the Trojan Perfect Defense. I think that was the Trojan Riot, because his only options were to run his blitzers down. I don't understand this part where he marks.
No.
With his...
Why?
Yeah, I don't understand that part.
You've just given somebody a free hit on your Mighty Blubbies.
I think he might have overthought something right there. But,
and surfable now, too.
Yeah. I think he might have overthought that. But the only way for a scoring threat was to run his blitzers straight down the pitch after, and it would have taken something a little aggressive too. And I think he just kind of said, that's just going to lead to me getting gang fouled and having less players.
Yeah. And whatever he's doing now, I don't know. I don't know.
This is what a team with a very good coach and a significant skill advantage, a significant TV advantage can do to you. You just kind of like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Like, there's nothing. There's just nothing.
It looks like Jasper is trying to make up for the mistake of leaving that blitzer there where he is, and he's quickly realizing, well, that's a done deal. That guy's getting surfed.
Yeah.
He's left his Ogre in contact. He's left a Mighty Blow Tackle Blitzer in contact.
Well, he didn't really have a choice with the Ogre. He tried to knock the Nurgle Warrior down. He has to stand firm.
Okay, so now he's basically trying...
a pretty juicy foul here next turn, too.
He's doubling down. He's doubling down over there to stop whatever he can do to stop the foul from happening.
Wow.
And this is
just a little confused by that.
Maybe time for the humans are just gonna have to lick their wounds on a bad, chance to counter.
Yeah, I think this whole sideline cage, to go for it, the reroll, all of it was just due to the overthinking and kind of leaving the blitzer hang there. And now, like you said, he's just trying to figure out a way to keep him from getting removed.
This one bad move snowballed into another, and yeah.
He may not necessarily be the best piece. You could argue the AG4 or whatever is better, but he's definitely the player who's the furthest along in his build.
I'm sure that Mello would like to get rid of him.
Yeah.
That Mighty Blow player is the only guy that's making... Well, him and Zug.
It can seem impossible to crack through the Nurgle, but if you can get those Pestigors, they're only armor 8. Yeah, they've got regen, but... Oh, big hit to Scrag.
And you could bet there's gonna... Oh, no, there's no Claw Palm on that one. That guy, so the...
No, the Claw Palm Beastman is not on the pitch. Ooh. He replaced the Movement Aid and the Claw Palmer with the 2 Rotters for the last turn. Sloth trying to make up for that mistake he had earlier.
Yeah,
for the 2 early stupids. Says, screw you, I've been studying, I'm ready for this game.
This is about to happen, though. This is happening.
Yeah, I really... Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So, I guess
no,
Mel
sir.
figures, you know what? Yeah, like, whatever. It's like, it's turn 8 anyway.
So I think all in all, the ride's not gonna have too much impact then. Although the humans get another turn, and we've got a foul, I think, coming up maybe on the on Scrag.
Like. And he's thinking, you know, I got these extra rotters sitting around, not doing anything.
Well,
Why not?
That's the brilliant part too of putting them in for the last turn. What he thought was only going to be a defensive turn, but now he's got him out there to throw a foul.
Yep.
Because he doesn't care if he gets sent off.
Yeah, you're like, whatevs.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
this
backfire
is
if he loses a couple players and then he wishes he had them.
Oh, it's actually going to be the block Rotter who comes over. He wants to make sure he gets that extra assist.
Interesting choice.
He says, hey, I'll trade a block Rotter for a block Ogre. Oh, but he doesn't break armor. All of them. Half of the Nurgle team lines up around Scrag. They all kick him in the groin at the same time, and he says, that's not going to cut it.
That's all you got, bitch?
I've been getting stomped in the groin for years. I stopped feeling it years ago.
My girlfriend hits me harder in the junk than that.
Yeah, I think he actually looked up over at the Rotter and said, hey, do it again. Do it a little harder.
And then he turned over into the, laying on his face like that. Just like, what were you? Oh, and there we go!
Oh!
There we go! If that sticks... No, it doesn't. The regen kicks in, and this is
Zug
what
with
makes...
a big swing.
Yeah. Zug is frustrated now. He's like, wait,
he's over there dancing and celebrating, and he doesn't even realize that Volgu is already back on the sideline, ready to go. Somebody needs to tell him he's looking a little silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hope that's not the only play that Zug comes through for him on, you know?
Yeah, right. Shot his
like, you use your one injury. I wish I knew before a game, like, okay, you're going to get 15 dodges successfully, 12 blocks that work perfectly. You know, I wish I knew those, and I could just kind of ration them out throughout a game.
Yeah, right? That would just change the game, definitely.
Alright, so they've got a blitz yet. Mighty Blow guy can't really do much yet. It's not going to be him. They're going to go for the Pestigor.
Successful.
Boom! Gordon comes over. He just gives him a big punch, but not really very hard.
Not even, yeah, it wouldn't even be close to
kind of more wind up than anything.
There's more show.
His bark was definitely bigger than the bite on that one.
Now we're
he's
farming
going to try
FPP.
to throw a pass here.
But the disturbing presence, the stench over there is just too much.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to try to farm the SPP, right, you can backpedal a little bit with the 2 catchers and
yeah, I think that may have been a good time, as crazy as it sounds. That failed pass right there may have been a great reminder to Jasper, like, oh yeah, there's this thing called disturbing presence. So it might actually help him if the next time he tries a pass.
I mean,
Or if he's taking
anybody can
handoff.
forget about it. I try to make it a personal point because I hate Nurgle. I hate everything that they stand for. Why would you ever want to win a game 1-0? No, this is not. I'm gonna channel a little Dee Dee. This is not the way that we play Blood Bowl. This is not good. You're supposed to win 5-4. But yeah. So I try to make it a point to stay out of the disturbing presence or only let one impact it, because even one presence with an AG4, you're still 67 chance. With a reroll, it's not too bad. So I try to, I take personal joy in watching them be like, but my presence. Well, it's all the way on the other side of the field.
I like to like take like high elves and just throw over it. That really frustrates them.
Oh yeah. There's nothing that'll piss them off more than when you get rid of their nasty mutations. Oh, I just saw a message pop up from Jasper that his screen. Oh, yeah. He said his screen's black, but that happens sometimes in between kickoffs.
He just has to hit the options button. I've heard of that.
Yeah,
It's never happened
catch
to me.
up. He'll be fine. I've seen it happen for a while. It happened to me a lot, and now it happens less. I don't know. As long as the game doesn't blue screen, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I'm gonna tell him hit options. Okay, he says it's good now.
Yeah, we're good. So yeah, we had the riot. Yeah, the humans had a potential chance to try and score. I kind of agree with not going for the score. I really think he would have suffered much more damage, potentially anyway.
Damn, if that one chaos warrior wouldn't have regened.
Yeah, it would look brilliant to hang back and throw some punches then.
By
it
the
always
way,
looks brilliant when it works.
Yeah, exactly, right? There is that. You ever see that post in the general forums where some guy was like, I think there's a bad patch that you guys let out a couple of weeks ago. All of a sudden, in the middle of games, like parts of a whole bunch of my of the field during my matches is glowing orange.
Yeah.
I thought he was joking.
Playing as Nurgle.
Oh, was he playing as Nurgle?
I think he was actually playing as Nurgle. I don't remember, but
that is funny.
Yeah, I did see that post. I don't understand what all these red squares are. They just patched. They just showed up. I think you guys screwed something up with the patch.
I thought he was joking. Oh, and as the ball, wow,
oh no.
When it rains, it pours. Perfect defense for the Nurgle, and now they get to adjust.
Well, this would be interesting. Yeah, the humans decide to try to avoid the Beast of Nurgle, rightfully so. Hopefully, it'll go really stupid and hang out on its own. But now, are they going to come up with like a press? They've got the guard to do it, to kind of overwhelm Zug over there.
Right. It looks like he's splitting them apart. See, the danger with doing what he's doing with that beast, though, is that, the people that are on the line of scrimmage can overpower.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna go full press here with the Nurgle Warriors and try to, as conservative as Jasper's been for the most part with the stars, this is probably Mello's best chance to get rid of him.
Right. Yeah, he's doing 2 guard on Zug.
Yeah, Zug's in trouble. The Volgu is standing right back in front of him. Zug's saying, "Wait a minute, I punched you in the face and watched your nose break. Why is it just look, completely fine again?" He's just laughing and chuckling. Thank you, Papa Nurgle. I love your blessings. I don't care that I look like a train wreck. It's fine.
It's gotta be frustrating. I killed you.
How do you think I felt with that war dancer earlier? Killed him and KO'd him twice. He just kept coming back.
He just kept coming back. His brother died.
I have no rights to complain. I'm not complaining, but yeah, he just refused.
I played Pong later than they said earlier today, but after your game, I played him in our Blood and Tears Perpetual, and the thing it was like, I guess all his bad karma got used up in your game. And for me, I started, it was all ones and skulls, and I almost tied it up on the last play of the game, and I got a 1.
The amount of good luck that I had to make the one-turner work
That's
should not
sick.
be understated.
Sick.
They were all fairly reasonable rolls, but there were, I think, three 3 pluses and a handful of 83s, and we all know it only takes one of those.
Absolutely.
That, of course, winning the toss. I mean, once you win the toss, you really feel kind of in control.
Yeah, so I'm
The
wondering,
humans, oof.
yeah, 30 seconds have passed. The humans haven't moved at all. And I think he's he's still trying to figure out, how do I deal with this crap sandwich that has just been handed to me.
And
But
here goes Stefan Fentelberry.
yeah, by putting a high value piece out in the open to get rocked by that frenzy claw pylon player.
Ugh.
Mm.
Nothing. Oh man, if it wasn't bad enough for the human team being overwhelmed by the TV difference, then you get a perfect defense against a team like Nurgle, where the positioning is so important.
Like this Nurgle team in particular,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, anybody can slap together some claw and stuff and just kind of run around and be wild. But this is a team that is built to just piss you off.
yeah. To try to take them out one rotter at a time. People think that this, like, Nurgle's rot is this super big weakness where they need
Oh!
to... That'll
And
do
I
it.
guess it is, right?
I mean, but I mean, like, people think, like, they don't realize that this double,
Oh, people go nuts when they see decay.
you know, but it makes the rotters this target, like they're soft, but they have armor 8. You know, so it's
Eh,
not like you're hitting a
I
skeleton
mean,
or...
I've seen it a lot. I've played, not a lot, but I've played a decent amount of games with Khemri, and people go nuts when they see Decayed. It doesn't matter if you're armor 12. They just see Decay, they will red dice it, they will just go after it. You know, 10 plus Val, I don't care, because you've got Decay, and if I get that break, you're gone.
Well, see, yeah, I don't... Like,
I
Thunder
agree.
explained
I
this
agree
best.
with you entirely. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I've seen it firsthand playing with my Khemri.
Yeah, it's just a misunderstanding of how it works. Like,
Yeah,
Thunder
I
explained it
agree.
best, right? Like, on the podcast, he was like, hey, you know, if you really decay does nothing for my opponent, right? Because by the time you even get to decay, my guy is already gone for the game. That's it.
Yeah,
Right? Like, you have to
exactly.
get to the badly hurt stage to where you're actually rolling what
Exactly.
kind of casualty dice. So other than, like, for you, if
Yeah,
the other
because the
side has
decay doesn't
decay,
affect the actual chance to injure.
nope.
It's only once you've already inflicted an injury.
Yep. Then it's the casualty dice.
I'm fully on board with you, and I know what you're saying, but I know my first-hand experience, and
Yeah.
people just
It
they
is a
they cream in their
psychological
pants a
thing.
little bit when they see that decay. It's like, oh, wait a minute, he has decay. I can make you pissed if I kill him.
I mean, the only way I really even might slightly care about the decay is if we're like in an MML match and I'm trying to, set the record for
Oh,
most kills in a game.
it it's
Then I
definitely
target them.
when you're trying to pick somebody to go after, it's not a bad choice to go after him. But people are very wrongly informed on why they're doing it. Oh,
Right.
Scrag tries to throw the block, passes his bonehead, cocks back to hit the Nurgle warrior, and says, "What the hell was that smell?"
And while we've been talking,
Uh-oh.
Jasper just left Zug out to dry. And somehow
gonna
he
hang in there.
survives. Yeah, how long is that going to last, though? Because this is a foregone conclusion. There's going to be a foul.
I would think so, but it really doesn't look like there's a low-value player to go do it with. I would certainly use the Strength 4 Rodder to foul
Yep.
Zug. That's
Yep.
definitely a worthy trade-off, but we'll see if Mello feels that way
He's
or
going
not.
to do it. He's going to do it.
And neither Claw player able to break armor this turn.
Yeah. It's been like that
He
all
doesn't
match.
go for the pylon on that either, and I think that was a good move. You don't want to get tied up with the big crowd of humans. If they get a chance to actually remove a player, they might lose their minds. see the humans from the bench come running over and start gang stomping him.
So it looks like they're not going to throw the kitchen sink at Zug. I thought you might see everybody run over there and surround him. No.
Well, this is Mello's given Jasper respect. It doesn't look pretty, but I don't think anything that Jasper can do is gonna look pretty. So I really find, it's hard to fault what he's doing, and Mello is saying, okay, if this is what we're doing, then I'm gonna come over and play that. I'm Nurgle. I'm here to shut everything that you want to do, all your hopes and dreams down.
Yeah, I thought
First
it
and
was
foremost,
recently
we
covered.
make you
Somebody
cry,
said
then we
Nurgle
kill you.
is misunderstood as a bash team. It's really a control team.
I don't understand there was a big hype about him, and you see it dropped off already. About oh Nurgle, I'm gonna kill all your players. Nurgle is a worse version of Chaos for that. You've got all the beastmen you need, extra movement, extra agility, all that stuff. Here goes Sloth. Man, Scrag has just been getting knocked around for a while at this point. He started out
not been
good.
a happy half, yeah. Not a happy half for him. I like the patience from Jasper, though.
I don't think Nurgle's a great kill team. I think Dwarves are a better kill team than Nurgle, really.
Oh, wow. I mean, take a look at this team. This team has some tools for killing, definitely, but...
Oh, they definitely
right.
can be, but I think if you're trying to kill and win, I think you're going for Chaos. If you're trying to win and really be in control of the game at all times, then you're going to go Nurgle.
Yeah. Ooh, and now they're targeting one of those dangerous players, and all they're going to do is annoy him. Well, Rakabashishi.
Bentleberry. Jasper told him before the game, you are the guy. It's got to be you that gets in there and tries to keep this match even, and it's not quite happening.
Please tell me he's not. Oh, he is leaving him there. It's like it's watching somebody run headfirst into a wall, get up, and then do the same thing again. Like, you cannot leave this dude here. There is a guy with this little icon floating right there. That little eye right there. That means that's frenzy, bro. That means that guy can push you
also has jugs. I mean, he lives for this. Like, this is what he wants to do. No mighty blow, no piling on, none of that mess. He wants to make you go play with the crowd.
Yep. And you're about to lose the guy that the other side wants off the pitch the most. Well, besides maybe Zug. But you're about to lose a mighty blow player.
Probably try to switch sides
need that guy. What's that?
It looks like they're going to try to switch sides here.
Yeah, they're reversing the field.
But there's 3 humans who are kind of doing this screen over here that is not going to help them. Although at that point, I guess you're kind of splitting the Nurgle team. That's what you kind of have to do to get past them. So.
Yeah. And now, if you're Mellow, you got to think about how bad do I want this surf, because you're gonna have to commit a few people that way. And if you do it, you might not be able to get everybody else over there. Yep. I think he doesn't want this. I mean, I think it's valuable. That piece is valuable enough. You want to take him out.
It's a tough choice though, because the Nurgle just doesn't have. You've got 4. Well, he's got a movement 8 beastman. That does change the game a little bit for him.
Right.
But, I mean, you've only got 4 players who are really mobile. The
and you're going to commit 2 of them for this surf. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, so we're going to see
and
where the Warriors go first here.
Yeah, so he's committing. Okay.
Oh, he's going for Zog.
Left.
Here comes Lord Dorax.
And that's
down goes Zug. Oh, this is a big one.
Knocks him out. Mala said, "Knock you out." Huh.
So if this continues, if the humans get a score here, we get the next drive. Zug may come back, but yeah, the perfect defense. There was nothing Jasper could do. You could argue maybe you don't put those guys on the line, but at the same time, somebody has to go up there. You can actually try to get some blocks if you put those guys up there.
Jasper did such a good job, I thought, in the first half of limiting the hits. And now he's just been playing kind of like over-aggressive on this drive.
I mean,
and not being patient.
He has to do something, though. You know, in the first half, it was still 0-0. It was You know, he was forcing the Nurgle to come to him. Now he has to go to the Nurgle.
Right.
You must become one with the Nurgle.
And here we go. Here comes Surf
Yep.
City right here.
Oh, and this is a really nice way to do it too. You mark with the the movement 8 player,
Right.
and now your movement's not impaired for recovering.
Now both Mighty Blow pieces, well, 2 of the 3 Mighty Blow pieces are gone.
Gentleberry gonna go hang out with the crowd a little bit.
Yep.
Very surprising, the Nurgle crowd receptive to the humans here. I think they might actually just be happy to see somebody who doesn't, you know, slop green goo all over them whenever he gets onto the sideline.
I think they're also happy to be that, you know, their team caught this team. This is the least experienced team, the lowest ranked coming in, and they're just like, yeah, we like these guys. Thanks for joining us. Please come again.
Like we said, the Nurgle team I think has played 42 matches compared to the 9 for the humans, and that's a lot of seasoning in between the two.
Absolutely. Shout out to Blue Max in the chat, by the way. I think he posted a little while back, and I forgot to acknowledge him.
Oh yeah, he was saying in the about the first half because Griff was on the sideline, and there was not going to be a score with Griff being off the pitch.
Oh, he actually did leave him there, right?
Yeah, he
I wonder
didn't
if that
bring.
was by accident. That could have been a game changer.
I've done that though. You saw Mello do it too. You know, rock to a star player can really screw up everything for you. So I think that might have been the thought.
So what are you thinking here, Griff Potato? I mean,
it's always been the Griff Potato. Here's the
now
fireball.
For the fireball. This is I don't
get
hate
knocked
this.
out again.
I don't hate that move.
No, I like it. He knocks down all the players, KOs Volgu, who had regenerated from the injury inflicted by Zug earlier, and
what
so
a
now
time
he's got
to
a
do
lane.
It. He's got a big lane. He's gonna knock that Rodder out of the way.
Well, now you're gonna see he's gonna move some players. You've got to take care of the Pestigore. Mark him. Do whatever you got to do. If there's a screen there, then go for it. But
I think the bigger threat, I mean, to you securing what you need to do, is the Rodder actually, because you can screen off the Pestigore, right? Yeah. So you knock this. You need to knock the Rodder down, right? So that he can't get anywhere near the ball carrier. You run.
He wants
Griff
that
out
extra
to the
square
side.
right now. See, I would have moved Griff already because the extra square just doesn't matter right now.
Yeah.
But it works out.
You gotta get this guy
So
out
now,
of the way. There you go.
Yep, you
Screen
finish
him
up the
off.
screen.
This is smart. This is good. Good play. And now
You get
this
Griff
beast
behind
can
him.
come in here and try to, and cause a little bit of problems and get in the way. But, nothing you can't get
the
around.
Griff
This
now,
is a
though.
score. I think Melo's just gonna
Move Griff. I'm getting nervous here. Put Griff in there.
yeah, before its eye roll
Move
goes
Griff. The Beast of Nurgle is especially like twitchy and moves a lot, and every time he does, I keep thinking like the Jasper is throwing the block with the ogre, and I'm like, no. Okay, yeah, the catcher, and here goes Griff. Oh, he's actually see, that was
you gotta
unnecessary.
put him in scoring range. Oh.
That was unnecessary right there. I sincerely hope there wasn't anything that I said involved there, because he had the screen already. The Griff is going to get himself in the scoring range here with his sure feet.
Yep. I think, he's and the short feet hasn't triggered yet, so.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do the last one, though.
Not right now, just in case.
It may seem like it's a low chance, but why give him a chance?
Wow, a one-die block. Big man to big man right here. Lowers his shoulder and bye-bye beast. Are we going to
Scrag's
see
had
another
enough.
one-dyer?
I'm tired of getting pushed around.
Take some of this.
Blue Max liked that wizard, too. I think that was a beautiful use of it. Another one-die here. The humans are actually getting some damage. Not damage, but they're getting some hits in. The wizard has turned the tide.
So, do you think this whole thing was an elaborate offensive mastermind scheme from Jasper 2 turns ago? I'm going to serve up my Mighty Blow tackle
I really do.
piece.
I really do think this has been his game plan. is to force the Nurgle to chase after him, knowing that anything that he plans, that he tries to do, that they're going to shut down. There's just nothing he's going to be able to do. Big hit right here on the catcher, on Dietmar. Oh, and here comes the boots.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, now Dietmar's done. The claw palm finally doing its job. Only one apothecary in the building here.
He's gotta let it go.
Yep. So now that's 3 injured humans, and Zug is KO'd. And also, Stefan Fentelberry, the Mighty Blow Blitzer, was surfed. So the humans are finally starting to get dwindled down a little bit. Big blitz from Wall. Yeah, we're gonna go with Wall. And
Wall.
you want to attempt the second name?
Rackham Shishi. Rackham
yeah.
Shi. Rackham Shi.
But there's an apostrophe Y. It's like she, you know.
Blue is asking, do you play for overtime or hashtag just score?
It's so hard. I mean, I think Jasper's done an excellent job of making this work as best as he can so far. So I don't think he can afford to stall or anything like that.
Yeah,
I mean, that
Melo's taking care of that.
Movement 8 Pesty is on his way. Yeah, I think you just have to. I don't think there's the game plan is to react to what the Nurgle, set up something, let the Nurgle shut it down, and then see if you can get around on a plan B that you improvise. This is very elf kind of ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he had an option coming into the game. If you told me this was only 1-0 with the humans potentially about to score on turn 12 to tie it, I would have been very impressed.
Yeah, true. There you go. The sure feet are going to kick in, and can Griff get it done?
Yeah, he wants to get the Blodger up there just to make sure.
Yep.
I mean, good old Griff is the man and all, but...
There we go. And Griff does what Griff
looks
does.
at him and says, I don't need your help. The Blitzer tries to give him a little hand in the end zone. I'm no old man. I'm Griff. The legend.
With my cool striped pants.
But, yeah, the humans have now tied the game here. They're going to have a really hard time stopping the Nurgle from going up 2-1 without their wizard now, though.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt even more with that same Nurgle warrior continuing to come back.
And
he's been injured. He's been knocked out.
Zug stays out.
Oh, yeah, that's even bigger.
That is what she said. Couldn't help it. Sorry. I'll be right back.
All in all, though, I mean, I'd say Zug is certainly worth his money. Hangs in there for most of the game. Big target, tied up a lot of guys. So the humans at this point, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 players. Nurgle obviously still with 11. They're going to bring in an unskilled router to replace the dead block one. Who I still think, I'm pretty sure, came from Thermopalm. Soft tissue injury, so he's probably been killed twice at this point. Perhaps more. And, it looks like they're going to try to keep the Ogre back off the line. He's the only player who can kind of equal that strength up. Dauntless player's gone. The Claw Palm finally took him down. A little hoof to the chest. But the story of the second half so far is Griff Oberwald, once again, worth every penny. If only we knew how many touchdowns Griff has scored across all leagues, all platforms, all time. One can only imagine.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, my turn to go get a drink.
Cool. Humans lining up on D. I'm going to switch it over to the offensive side of the ball as the Nurgle try to counterattack. take this 2-1. 5 turns, still plenty of time when you've got a movement 8 Pestigore. Jasper's D has been pretty resilient in the first half. The big question is, will his men be able to survive an onslaught of Nurgle's rot for 5 turns? Tune in and find out. I'll go to Icon Cam for a little bit so you can see where they're placing their skills.
Alright.
I put it on skill view, and like the Nurgle side is like overloaded. It's jumble, it's hard to see.
It's always that way. It's so annoying playing against Nurgle. They take up the whole, because I like having the skill view on.
Right,
and it's just,
it like blocks out entire human players.
Yeah, it's worse than if you had a bunch of trees on the field.
Exactly.
Oh, I can't wait to try to hide halflings behind trees.
Oh, that's funny. Well, you know that's a favorite orc little trick, right? Always they have like their presets saved, and there'll always be like a little goblin hiding behind the troll.
I mean, Stu. The Stu is the master of hiding his catcher behind the tree.
He loves it. He's all about those little tricks. He's like, he wasn't suspecting, and right before I sent him the invite, what I did was I made this last-minute purchase, and it totally threw him off. And he chuckles to himself, I really got one over.
I've seen that they're working on something to like help fix the you send an invite, cancel it, and then make your adjustment, and then send your own. But I gotta admit, I love doing that to people. Like, I love those last minute, like, oh, you thought you were about to get, you were only giving me 70K? No, you're giving me 150. Wizard.
No, that's why I don't play that crap. I'm like, that's why I usually say, hey, listen, I am not making any changes if you don't at this point. If you're ready, you send invite. I don't play around with that stuff.
Oh, I had all kinds of stuff, in mind for, I came in with 190K for the Clatter Cup this season. Oh, wait a minute. The crowd.
Wow.
I don't understand why they would do this to a player who's been feeding, giving them players to stomp on, but they just don't like him. They really like these humans.
You know what? Yeah, it's like they're doing. I think the crowd just got frustrated at Jasper's inability to deal with this frenzy piece, and they're like, "Here, you know what? Just let's make it simpler for you."
Oh, but a big hit right here on Gordon Ottoman, the blodger,
and also the creator of a fine piece of furniture.
And we got Rand Mad in the chat. You say, yeah, this is a much closer game than I was expecting at this point. But there's some humans kind of getting beaten down on right now, and we'll see.
Now it's starting to go the way we expected more.
A little bit. And like I said, I give Jasper a ton of credit. I think he's had a pretty solid game plan. I really do.
Yeah.
As much as you possibly could. But at some point, you're just going to start running out of players. You run out of linemen to feed them, and all of a sudden Zug and your catcher are getting hit. Jasper
is bluffing his way into the final round with a pair of deuces in his hand.
Pretty much. Yeah, Rand is saying, everybody said this was just going to be a blowout. We were all talking about how we wanted the human team, and Jasper might have heard a little bit of that and said, hey, just because I've only played 9 games of this team, I still know how to play Blood Bowl, damn it.
Be careful what you wish for. This reminds me of the Chase JJ defense.
This is a very, the whole game has been very elf-like. Hang back, don't let them come blitz you.
Yep. It's basically just seeded all this area.
That movement 8 Lodge, Sure Hands Pestigore is just a monster.
He's the difference maker.
Yeah, He's what makes them into something different than just your average high TV Nurgle team. Not to disparage it, you know, I think Mello built them great, but I mean, he's what makes them special.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
love
few
I love
just
the guard
ridiculous players.
stand firm build on the on the Nurgle Warriors. By the way, I mean that's my favorite.
The roadblock build, yeah. I told you that. That one-turn defense is just infuriating.
Yeah.
I'm not even playing. Just looking at it, I'm like, wow, you're a dick.
Yeah. You can't even let me try, huh?
Right? You can't even let me attempt the catch. The catch is bad enough already. Yeah, Rand is saying, you know, he likes Mello, and I know Rand likes Nurgle too. But I agree, an upset would be the much better story.
And
nothing against Mello.
And I kind of like this that he's running this catcher back there, so he's not gonna let him just chill with the ball. The Bestigor. Oh God, it's like he just doesn't learn about the surfing. Man, well, okay.
Well, that,
all right, that's why. All
that
right.
I don't mind it. Yeah, here comes the blitz.
Okay, that's why I forgot there was a little blitz there.
So here comes Fentelberry. See if he can actually do some work here. I don't remember if he was the one who killed the Rotter, but other than that, he's been a little disappointing. They really need him to start doing some damage, especially with Zug out. But I think Jasper is, I don't know if humans are his primary or if he's dabbled in elves, but I see the elf style. You know, he's hung back as long as he could, and now that he's gotten to the tipping point where he doesn't have the players, now he's like, all right, we're going to get aggressive. And Scrag says, I'm no elf, I'm no human, I'm an ogre. Look at the butterfly.
I feel like Jasper's going to learn, like at some point, it's going to click. Maybe he's going to go back and watch this, and he's going to start seeing this pattern. You put this guy here. I know the frenzy piece is no longer on, but he's in contact with a dude that doesn't even need an assist to push him one way over. And then this other guy over here is going to come over with a blitz and put him off the field, and now you're down a dude.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see he ran the thrower over there. Yeah, I don't like that. Well, he's not going to get surfed, but now he's going to be pinned.
It's one of the few times you're happy to get knocked down.
Over there. Well, this may be one of those, I don't even want to say maybe overthinking. I mean, I feel like he's got a plan. Oh, and the vanity reroll. And Rain is not going down.
Wow.
And who says Claw Palm is OP? He's taken out one player all game.
True. Very true. This shows the level of comfort that Mello has reached in this game again. That dude normally, that claw pylon mighty blow piece, that guy, he will normally hide behind his linemen, sneak attack like that, and then drop back.
Even taking the reroll on the block says, you know, I don't feel like if this were to be a double skull that it would be that disastrous.
Yeah.
You know?
Basically, I'm good right now. This match is mine.
Because I'm certain that he didn't feel like that was such a high priority target that he had to go this turn.
True.
That's I re-rolled a blitz on the War Dancer earlier in my game, like early in the game. That was not because it was safe, but because I felt like it was, you know, high enough priority. I got to push anyway, but I still felt like it was high priority.
Right. But yeah, and it looks like now he's not even bothering to hide that dude anymore.
Well, so we'll see the movement 8 guy move. Oh, I got some hiccups now. Excuse me. He's still throwing blocks though, and I mean, if something were to go wrong, it is low probability, but he's out of the reroll, and we could see the catcher get to him. I think even the blitzer might be able to get to him. He does have blodge. Wow, and Sloth. Look at him go. Whew. Stretching that tentacle out.
Rand is pointing out. Okay, yeah, so he is covering the ninja, the assassin.
Yeah, see, that's what you say now, Rand. But I think one of the big problems that we had this season with humans is that the Demented was at the top. He was #1 on the leaderboard with the Doomed Dorks for a long time, and he literally deleted them with like 2 hours to go before the original deadline, before it got extended for a week.
And he was pissed when the deadline got extended.
He was not really thrilled about that, because then he had to sit there and try to fight with his to keep his Norse in contention.
I was like, "This you get for gaming the game."
Hey, it must be nice to have fucking options like that. Well, I guess I guess I'll delete my #1 team of this race and stay with this one.
Yeah.
One of my 3 that are #1. Nah, I love Demented. He's a nice dude, and he's just a ridiculous coach. I hate playing against him. He knows what I want to do.
Yeah, you would have coaches when you play against each other. I mean, like, you versus Pong was like the most stressful thing in the world for you.
That was like the Woodley Wonder Boy fight last night, is what it was.
Yeah.
Just sitting there checking each other, checking and checking and checking.
Yep. I was like, those elf matches, elf on elf, is stressful as hell.
Yeah, you're telling me. All right, so it kind of. Mello really kind of, I guess, Blitzers can't get there. Okay, I guess he is pretty much out of range. Yeah, he's out of range. Never mind then. Statement retracted. Potential statement retracted.
So it looks like the humans committed a little too hard one way, because they're down in personnel now. The injuries are mounting up, and they can't afford to overcommit now.
He's really starting to run low on players at this point too. I mean, these are humans, not elves.
Yep.
But the Rand is saying he plays Demented in the MML Challenge League this week, so he must be playing against the Carry-On Savants, who are, I think, Season 5 champions. I know they won, but I think it was Season 5.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, and the reroll. The Vanity rerolls are just completely ineffective in this game.
Yeah, he's burning through those. But you know what? In his defense, he's got 3 turns left. Actually, I mean, this is turn 14. There's 2
that's
after
just
this.
Disgusting. This is why Nurgle needs to be removed from Blood Bowl, because that is just disgusting. You know, the guy tries to take a swing at him, and he turns around and he just farts in his face and then pukes a little bit. And the guy says, "No, I'm out. I'm not doing this." Just disgusting. And Griff is going to back up a little bit, hang out behind Scrag. And this is the problem. I mean, Jasper the team isn't developed enough. They don't have the weapons to force the Nurgle to do anything. This is all about what Mello wants to do and whether it works.
Right, this is the slow. He's just tightening that noose around his neck.
I recognize this. This is a
Did he leave him there?
Oh, yeah, he
Jasper
didn't even
desperately needs a tutorial in how to defend against serfs.
Well, he's getting one.
Yeah.
He's getting a tutorial in surfing from Mello here.
Lesson number 1: do not hang out by the sidelines until you get better at this.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Oh, and Sloth the Terrible, after living up to his namesake early, is kind of changing the paradigm here.
To me, the serfs have made the biggest difference. I mean, that's losing so many players to the sideline and key players. This game could have been closer.
Here comes Katash. Scrag, look out! Oh no! Oh no!
That's brutal.
Oh, and that's gonna stick with him.
Yep. Smash knee. We're not going to see him again.
And I think...
For at least 2 games.
Well, Jasper kind of saying, you know, if he's gone next game, fine. I need to worry about using the Apothecary for somebody this game.
Right. So that you save it for a badly hurt Or for
even a KO, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is quickly progressing. I can't say quickly. I mean, it's turn 14. It took a long time, and I think that's a credit to the way Jasper played this match. But it's finally turning into the killbox win that we were expecting.
Yeah, it did take a while to get there.
Jasper definitely needs to respect the surf more, and maybe try to focus on that a little more.
He did a lot of things very well today.
Yeah, I think the overall game plan and the way he executed it were great. But yeah, the surfing was rough.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you're up against a good coach like Mello is, very good coach, doesn't make very many mistakes. You know, your game could be 90%, top notch, and that 10% will kill you.
Yeah.
Mello will
well,
find
especially
that
when he has a piece who's built to take advantage of that 10%.
Absolutely.
He's not on the pitch this
Look,
half.
another vanity reroll. Well, this is Mello saying, I got too many rerolls, I might as well use them.
Well, no, we're on to tacos now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. Oh, that was his last reroll.
Yeah.
So he found that as a priority to spend his last reroll for that.
Well, now he can move the other two players and at least set up an attempt at a screen here. Hey, quad skulls are a thing.
True. Just
this is all Jasper can really hope to do is say, I'm going to make you roll the dice and pray to Nuffle.
Yeah. Oh, just going to run right up and mark him, huh? Just gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah. I feel like that's a turn early.
Yeah. So...
That will impair some of the positioning, and I mean, at this point, Jasper's saying, alright, if I don't stop this score here, the game is over.
Yep.
So, try to tie him up, mess with their positioning, hope that he fails something. It's even more aggravating to me now. Oh, they're going to keep Grip away again. But what's even more aggravating to me now, thinking about playing Mello's team, you can't even force him to, he doesn't even have to respect whether you can one-turn or not. Like,
nope. Yep.
When he's factoring in, like, when he's going to score. It's just a complete non-factor. I don't like people taking away my psychological effects.
At this point, so he's going to make it a stun,
there it is.
By the way.
Yep.
But here's the problem with that, right? It doesn't matter. He's out for the rest of the match anyway.
I think that's more of an overtime thing.
Okay.
I think he's just saying, well, if I get lucky and keep this into overtime, then he'll be on the pitch. I think that was... I was pretty much expecting it on a KO when he let the niggle on the block ogre stand.
Right.
Oh, and here comes the claw. But again, ineffective. He needs to send the mighty guard.
This is interesting.
Yeah, Mello's not going to score here, though.
No, of course not.
He's well within range. No, actually, two go for it. Where he's hanging out right now.
He's not going to stay there. I think he's going to move up.
Yeah, Pricey Sloth tried to seal up that last lane on the sideline.
Yep.
Although at this point, and I mean, it might just be me, but I would certainly be looking for no, never. Oh, now you're gonna put the tackle over there. As I say, YOLO play with Griff straight down the sideline at him, but it still might be the option at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, Grip is AG4. Strike 4, AG4. You've got tackle over there, but I really feel like and he's got blodge.
Yeah, it's one dodge and
yeah, it's not a good dodge. It'll be a 50.
Actually, yeah, I mean 50 with a built-in dodge roll, right?
No, because he's got
tackle.
Oh. And here it comes. Oh, and Griff nails it. Oh, but he rolls a skull. No rerolls left.
And this is why I was just going to say, if he had dodged out Gunther Sidrick and got him to run over there and mark him up from behind.
That's the problem, though, with no rerolls left.
Yeah. It's tough.
You've just got to make the decision and say, all right, well,
Tough.
I've got my one dice here. If it's already low probability, I'm just gonna go for it. Griff just nothing left in the tank though. He's been trying all game. He managed to get the score for him, but just too much. The skill of the Nurgle team just finally overwhelms them. And now we're going to see a couple of vanity blocks from
Yep.
Mello farming some SPP because, you know, their TV isn't high enough already, Mello.
Oh, man.
No more. No more.
Well,
They're already dead.
This was kind of what we expected in that, you know, the Nurgle were dominant.
Oh, and here comes the claw palm.
You know,
And I
if
don't
at first
care
you
what
don't
the-
succeed, pile
This
on
will
again.
certainly... They don't care about a KO here.
Nope.
This will be a... Really?
Furnish him. Oh, really? Yeah, that's strange.
Really? What is that? I'm not complaining. I
You don't get
don't want him
SPPs for
Katash to get
nuggets.
any closer to legendary, but
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be the Nurgle victory. And I really feel like give Jasper a lot of credit.
Definitely.
It didn't happen until about turn 11 or 12 where the Nurgle just 25 armor breaks, 63 blocks.
That, I mean, to me, that is partially Jasper's fault to allow 63 blocks on this team. The game plan should have been keep it in the 30s
There was
or
definitely
40s.
some unnecessary blocking, but
Right.
I mean, the
Still-
perfect defense to start his drive really hurt. There were some things that contributed. There was definitely he did not defend against the Surf great, and there were also a couple of times he marked players where it was like unnecessary. But
Right.
overall, I really respected the game plan. I don't know how I would have handled that game.
You know, well, you wouldn't have given up 63 blocks, I'll tell you that much. Stick and move. But I will say, like I said, Jasper has shown some really good things tonight. And I think that as he continues to play with people at this level, you will see him grow exponentially very fast in those areas. You know, like he'll look back on this game, maybe he'll watch this broadcast and kind of like go over it. It's a lot easier to criticize from the outside when you're not under the timer and the pressure and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he'll take a look at like, oh, okay, the same thing kept happening every time I sat my guy over there two spaces away, and maybe now every time I see that little icon in somebody's like character player card, maybe I'll stay away.
Yeah, I think the Surfs is definitely a little bit of an issue, but at the same time, I keep telling myself maybe because when you're looking and it's your team and you know what you see, okay, if this one thing happens, then it'll tilt my way,
Right.
you know, and that's really all he could hope for is
Right.
for something to break for him. I do agree the surfing especially was disturbing. it was hard to watch at times.
I learned how to protect against surfs, and then how to administer surfs, by having shots and Sasser and Caven knock me off the pitch several times, and
Yep.
Miki, the first few times, how did they do that? And then after a while, I'm like, oh, okay.
The first time they
I
push
get
you
it.
from 3 squares over, and you're
Yeah.
like, what the hell
And
was
I'm like,
that?
that's a thing you can do?
Yeah.
What the hell? How
Right.
did you, son of a bitch?
Wait a minute.
And
We've got Mello in the chat calling out thermonuclear palm. Nurgle versus palm. Palm on palm action.
That's gonna be a hell of a match. This is kid. CC, I'm waiting for you. So CC has
Well,
to
we
get
still got to
through.
see. Thermopalm has to get through the Frenzy Orcs. I don't remember the name, but I know that they're the Frenzy Orcs.
Let's see here. I think it's Pylon 3. No, is it Pylon 3.0 or no?
No,
That was
this
last
is a
season,
different.
right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, I'll find the so Champion Cup 3 here, and here you have the schedule.
It is Intensity. Insanity
Reigns.
Reigns. Yeah.
And they're all Frenzy guys. Yep. So Frenzy trying to
Well,
knock off.
all of the Black Orcs have Frenzy and Block, and there's a Frenzy Blitzer as well.
That's gonna be fun, and we'll see. We'll see who knows how to stay on that sideline or how to play that sideline.
That's a tough
little
matchup
better.
for the Orcs. All that claw and just sheer Sheer, full-on original Coke chaos from Cal.
That's Coke in a glass bottle with real sugar, not that artificial corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup. That's Mexican Coke that Kelsey's handing out right there.
Thermopomp may have a little bit of the original with the real Coke in there.
Oh shit, I like that. Yeah, the early 1900s.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, so
Give
you
you a
can see
little pep.
you can see what Mello's referencing here. The way it works is the winner of this match right here, Rottingham and Tasty Tacos, which, as we know, is Rottingham, will face Insanity Reigns versus Thermonuclear Palms winner. And then the next bracket is these two will face each other. So you'll have Synonymous, the Afterlife Mint, going at Guanjin in the next round. And, of course, Brutus Blessed Vermin will play the winner of Beeman versus Glacial Cannons, who I think they just announced they're going to be playing Tuesday? Or, yeah, Tuesday night,
They
right?
did just announce it.
Yeah, and I'll update. I'm going to keep everybody updated on this. Keep checking, guys. Check the official forums. There's subfolder. There's official competitions and PS4s under it, and I've got a going schedule. I'm going to need to update it in the morning because I'm real sick and I probably need to lay down after this. But as you feel sorry for me, yeah. In our last look at the MML pack in Baladane, whatever they're playing on Wednesday. And the only ones I haven't actually seen scheduled is the Punch Brothers versus Los Sorionettes. And I'm really looking forward to that match too. But if they don't schedule it by Thursday, we may be seeing the backups come in.
Remove the dwarves! Ban the dwarves! Friggin' Movement 8, AG4, and a Strength 4 runner. What?
Wow.
How could you allow this? This is clearly against the rules to let a dwarf move as quickly and agilely as an elf. And I just can't stand for it. You're an admin. You're supposed to be better than this.
You just saw the Pestigore with Movement 8 too, though, so it's not much we can do easily.
And Blodge.
Yep.
I could do shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans.
You thought you were the only one with access to those dice, to those level dice.
This is. I bet you I'm the only guy with an AG5 two-headed guy, though.
yeah, I agree with that. But, all right, hey, Rez, always a pleasure to be in the booth with you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining me.
Game,
I really
man.
appreciate it. And, big shout out to both competitors. Jasper, you only go up from here, man. We see really good things in your future. You've shown some really good stuff today. Yeah. And also Mello, just what we expected from you, man. Very solid coach, and you keep getting better and better. Your team looks sick. And I'll be interested to see where all this goes. So thanks everybody for tuning in.
I hope him and Cal just destroy each other next round.
That's going to be a sick game. If but again, I wouldn't count Duran out just yet.
No,
that should be a
very
really
true.
Interesting match.
I've seen Pylon not work over and over and over in a game. So.
All right, guys. So we're gonna call this one a wrap, and thank you all for tuning in. Official PlayStation Cabalvision Championship Cup. The Serious Jest, and I'm with ReznorRulesYou, and we're out.